Michael Sullivan's world collapsed when he found his wife, Sarah, with his own brother in their Atlanta mansion. At 45, the tech mogul eased his Audi into the Buckhead driveway, Atlanta's skyline sharp against the October dusk. He'd sealed a Miami deal early, a contract for a Savannah Beach house, but the wind felt empty. Sarah, 43, his wife of 18 years, a corporate lawyer with a keen mind, had grown distant. Her client meetings came with vague texts, her warmth gone. He'd said he'd be gone till morning. His early return tested a trust unraveling like faulty code. The mansion was quiet, Sarah's Lexus absent. Dinner downtown. Her text read at 5:30 p.m., but Michael's instincts screamed. At a midtown bar, she tilted her phone from a ping, her smile forced when he asked about work. He'd blamed her firm's big case, but unease grew. Her jacket on the foyer chair held a cologne, not his pine. His mind flashed to David Sullivan, 47, his older brother and Sarah's boss at their family's real estate firm. At a Decatur gala, David's hand lingered on Sarah's waist, their whispers too close. Michael's jaw tightened. He wasn't rash, but clues piled up. In their bedroom, Sarah's tablet sat on the nightstand, a rare slip. He hesitated, fingers grazing the screen. At their Tybee Island vows, they'd shared passcodes, 1209, their first Piedmont Park date, her eyes bright. He typed it, expecting a block. The screen lit. A text from David. My place tonight? Got your Merlot. Sarah's reply, 5:45 p.m. Be there soon. Michael's chest tightened. He scrolled, photos of Sarah and David at a rooftop bar, standing close. Another at Centennial Park, dated August. A deleted email draft to an unknown contact mentioned the plan, unreadable but ominous. His mind reeled, Sarah planning Ava's 10th birthday, her laugh warm, now a lie. 18 years, vows, dreams of kids, Ava and Ethan, crumbled. Michael didn't yell. He sank onto the bed, anger honing into focus. His coder's mind spun a plan, calculated, not chaotic. Sarah had deceived him. David, who taught him to code in their Marietta garage, had betrayed him. The sting was trust, gutted by those nearest. He brewed coffee, craving focus, and opened his laptop. Evidence first. A search found Karen Walsh, a top Atlanta divorce lawyer. He called at 7:30 p.m. Michael Sullivan, he said, voice steady despite a pounding heart. My wife's with my brother. I need a strategy. Karen was direct. George's no fault, but proof can tilt assets, mansion, shares. Get it? Michael nodded. How do I keep it legal? Karen replied. My PI, Tom Reed, ex-FBI, discreet. He can track her car, clone her tablet, bug her purse. Want him? Michael said. Start now. Karen warned. Don't confront them, you'll lose the edge. Michael exhaled, her words cementing his path. Tom called at 8 p.m., voice gruff. Karen filled me in. GPS on her Lexus by 10 p.m., tablet mirrored by morning. Audio in her purse? Michael pressed. How fast can you move? Tom grunted. Midnight, but David's got connections. Stay sharp. Michael pictured Sarah's voice, David's murmurs, captured raw. It felt invasive, but her lies crossed first. Purse, she's careless with it. Tom said. Good call. I'll text when it's active. They're clueless. The call dropped. Michael opened his tracking app, a prototype. Sarah's tablet pinged at David's Ansley Park loft, 3.2 miles away, not downtown. The dot didn't budge. He wanted to call, shred her alibi. Karen's caution held, silence was strength. He hacked Sarah's cloud, pulling emails. Your pitch was killer, drinks soon? And a July hotel receipt, no client tie. He encrypted each to a secure drive, building his case. A calendar note hit. DS rooftop, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Michael's pulse raced, he'd flip it. Using a prepaid burner, he texted David as Sarah. Your loft tomorrow? David's hell yes seared. Michael packed, laptop, suit, for a fake Miami trip. An alibi for space. At 12:45 a.m., Sarah glided in, heels soft, keys quiet. Michael lay still, eyes slitted, feigning sleep. Late night, she murmured, brushing his cheek, her breath laced with wine. Clients thrilled, she added, too polished. Michael muttered, good work, catching her tablet glance before she dimmed it. She missed the purse, now wired per Tom's text. GPS live, audio on. Michael's mind churned, her phone tilt, David's star player, at the gala. 18 years ago, she'd kissed him in Piedmont Park, his rock. David was family. Now both had burned him. He'd unraveled their lies, no fists, just truth. Sarah broke his heart, but she didn't know who she was facing. Michael Sullivan vanished into Atlanta's morning haze, his Audi cutting through Peachtree Street's bustle. At 45, the tech mogul was a ghost, his fake Miami trip a shield while he unraveled Sarah's betrayal with his brother David. Tom Reed, his PI, texted at 6:30 a.m. Sarah's Lexus lingered at David's Ansley Park loft until 2 a.m., then raced home. Audio from her purse caught her whispering, "He can't know," voice taut with fear. Michael's jaw clenched, but a message from Emily Carter, 36, Sarah's co-worker, halted him. "Michael, we need to meet." "About David." 10 a.m., Piedmont Park fountain. Emily's sharp glance at a Cabbagetown mixer, her nod when David praised Sarah, flickered in his mind. Friend or foe? Michael arrived early, mist curling around the fountain, buskers' music faint. Emily appeared, blonde hair catching the sun, her smile guarded. "David's not just sleeping with Sarah," she said, voice low. "He's embezzling from the firm. Sarah's covering." Michael's blood surged. Fraud? Sarah was ambitious, but a crook? Emily handed him a flash drive. "Wires, emails." "Check it." He pocketed it, skeptical. "Why me?" Her eyes darted. "David ruined my career. I owe him." She melted into the crowd, leaving a trace of citrus and suspicion. In his Audi, Michael plugged in the drive. The files were legit, offshore accounts, emails from Sarah to David. Move the funds before the audit. His gut twisted. This wasn't just an affair, it was a heist. But Emily's grudge nagged. Was she exposing David or setting a trap? He found a tracker under his car's wheel. Well, Sarah's doing, he guessed. He crushed it, paranoia spiking, the city's hum closing in. He called Tom. "Dig into Emily Carter. Fast." Tom growled. "Got it. Her name's in David's texts, flirty, coy. Could be a player." Michael gripped the wheel. A triple cross? He needed leverage before Sarah's next move. Her calendar showed. DS rooftop 7 p.m. tonight. Michael deepened his ruse, emailing his firm about an urgent project, and booked a Decatur motel under an alias. Using his burner, he texted Sarah. "Saw your texts. We talk soon." No reply, but Tom's tracker showed her Lexus speeding to David's by 1 p.m. Audio caught her, frantic. "Michael knows something. What if he digs?" David's cool reply. "He's got zip. Stay focused." The Decatur motel smelled of stale air, but Michael's laptop hummed. He breached David's firm server, child's play for his skills, finding faked invoices, Sarah's name on transfers. He zipped it to Karen Walsh, his lawyer, noting, "Fraud proof. Use it," Karen called. "This is dynamite, Michael. If real, they're toast, SEC, not just divorce." "But Tom says Emily's cousin, Lauren, is David's silent partner." "Watch your back." Lauren? A new shadow. Michael's mind spun. Sarah, David, Emily, Lauren. Was Emily a hero or a snake? At 6:30 p.m., he parked near David's loft, hood up, watching. Sarah's Lexus rolled in, her frame tense. Tom's audio hissed. "Emily's sniffing around." Sarah snapped. "She's trouble." David barked. "I'll deal with her. Keep Michael clueless." Michael froze. Emily was a threat to them, but her drive checked out. Was she using him to torch David, or framing him? He texted Emily. Who's Lauren? No answer. Tom texted. Emily's meeting David, rooftop bar, 8 p.m. I'm on her. Michael drove to the bar, heart hammering. From a shadowed corner, he saw Emily stride in, her charm disarming as she leaned toward David. Tom's text. Audio's live. Listen. Emily's voice purred. Sarah's sloppy, David. She'll drag you down. David chuckled. You're too clever, Emily. Michael's veins iced. Emily wasn't just involved, she was neck-deep, maybe masterminding. Why hand him the drive? To bury Sarah and skate free? He slipped out, mind racing. A burner text from an unknown number hit. Lauren knows you're digging. Back off or you're done. Michael's breath hitched. Lauren was watching. He drove to a new motel, Atlanta's neon fading. The tracker's weight lingered. Sarah had tracked him, her betrayal now tangible. He recalled Ava's 10th birthday, Sarah's laugh as they cut the cake, now a bitter memory. Emily's game and Lauren's threat tightened the noose, but Michael's resolve hardened. He'd vanish deeper tomorrow, letting their lies fray, his kids' safety his anchor. David's arrogance, Sarah's deceit, they'd underestimated him. His coder's mind mapped the next move, each step a strike toward truth. The city slept, but Michael was awake, ready to turn their game against them. Michael Sullivan was a shadow in Decatur's dawn, his motel room a bunker of coffee mugs and glowing screens, Atlanta's pulse a faint hum. At 45, the tech mogul was tearing apart his wife Sarah's betrayal with his brother David, now linked to a fraud scheme stealing his patents. The SEC was circling, fueled by Michael's leaks, but Emily Carter's double-dealing and her cousin Lauren's threat. Back off or you're done, kept him wired. Tom Reed, his PI, called at 7 a.m. Sarah's at her firm, FBI's sniffing. She's unraveling. Audio from her purse caught her pleading. David, they're asking about the accounts. David's sneer. You signed them, not me. Michael's lips twitched. David was tossing Sarah to the wolves. Emily's motives nod. Was she burning David or baiting him? He drove to a midtown alley to meet her, burner buzzing with her text. 11 a.m., behind Fox Theater. Alone. The alley was slick, a distant siren cutting through Atlanta's buzz, graffiti fading on brick walls. Emily emerged, eyes flinty. You're pushing too hard, she hissed. Lauren runs David's dirty cash, she's dangerous. Michael leaned in, recorder hidden. Why the flash drive? You're not clean. Emily's smirk faded. David shafted me on a deal, tanked my career. I want him gone. Sarah's collateral. Michael pressed. You're dodging. What's Lauren to you? Emily's voice cracked. She'll bury us both if you don't stop. Michael scoffed. I'm not backing off. Emily snapped. Don't trust me, but you need me to get Lauren. She stormed off, her words a goldmine, her citrus scent lingering. Back in his motel, Michael sent the recording to Karen Walsh, his lawyer. Emily's implicating Lauren and David. Can we use it? Karen was sharp. Public space, it's legal. I'll get it to my SEC guy, Agent Brooks. This is federal now. Michael's next move was surgical. He hacked Sarah's firm email, finding a draft to David. If Michael links the patents, we're screwed. His patents, his life's work, were their cash cow. Fury surged, but he stayed cold. Tom's audio at 2 p.m. caught Sarah slipping. Michael's patents are the backbone. We can't lose them. David's reply. He's too soft to fight. Michael grinned, they'd misjudged him. He leaked more to the SEC, curated to spark raids. Then, Lauren struck. A burner call at 4 p.m., voice distorted. I know where your kids study. Quit now. Michael's blood froze. Ava and Ethan, 16 and 14, at their Roswell school. He pictured Ethan's soccer game, his promise to cheer from the stands, now at risk. Sarah had endangered their kids, her betrayal cutting deeper than her affair. He called Tom. Lauren's threatening my kids. Find her. Tom growled. She's in Buckhead, shady condo. I'm tailing. Michael rerouted his VPN to mimic Miami, texting Sarah. I'm away. Talk later. Her reply was frantic. Where are you? I'm scared. Crocodile tears. Driving to Grant Park, he spotted a black sedan tailing him through Midtown's neon glow, its headlights sharp in his mirror. Heart pounding, he swerved into a side street, losing it. A random driver, not Lauren's goon, but the scare honed his edge. He recalled Ava's last school play, her wave from the stage, a vow to protect her fueling him. Tom traced Lauren to a wire transfer hub, her digital footprint tied to David's accounts. Michael hacked it, pulling records of millions shuffled offshore, Sarah's name on half. He sent it to Brooks, labeled Sullivan Fraud Corps. At 6 p.m., Tom reported. Lauren's meeting David, Atlantic Station Bar. SEC's watching. Michael parked nearby, shadows moving under neon signs, the crowd's chatter a low buzz. Tom's audio crackled. David cut Sarah loose, Lauren urged. She's weak. David laughed. You're ruthless, Lauren. Michael's gut twisted. Lauren was betraying Sarah too. Then Emily texted. Lauren's selling your patents to a rival. I just found out. Michael's heart sank, his work auctioned. He replied. Meet me. Grant Park, 8 p.m. At the park, mist curling around ancient oaks, Emily was jittery. Lauren's got a Miami buyer, she confessed. I didn't know till yesterday. Michael's recorder ran. Help me stop her, or I expose you. Emily pushed back. I'm risking my neck. Give me a reason to trust you. Michael countered. Lauren's contact, now, or your recording goes to Brooks. Emily paled, nodding, trapped. He and Tom crafted a sting, feeding Lauren fake patent data through a dummy server, baiting her to move. Tom's text at 10 p.m. Lauren bit. SEC's tracking her buyer. Michael exhaled, the net tightening. The tracker Tom found on his Audi, Sarah's work, haunted him. She'd been watching, her betrayal now physical. He swapped cars, paranoia spiking, Atlanta's skyline a jagged reminder of her lies. Emily's flip and Lauren's threats were fraying, but Michael's resolve held, rooted in his kids' faces, Ava's smile, Ethan's grin. Sarah had broken his heart, David his trust, but they didn't know the man they'd crossed. He'd vanish again, letting the SEC pounce, his next move already forming in the dark. Michael Sullivan was a ghost in Atlanta's underbelly, his Decatur motel a nerve center of glowing screens and burner phones, the city's neon pulse fading outside. At 45, the tech mogul was dismantling a fraud empire built on his wife Sarah's betrayal with his brother David, who had hijacked his patents for millions. The SEC was closing in, fueled by Michael's leaks and a sting trapping Lauren's patent buyer. But Lauren's threat against his kids and Emily's shaky alliance kept him on edge. Tom Reed, his PI, texted at 6 a.m. SEC hit David's firm. Sarah's under watch, crumbling. Audio from her purse caught her sobbing. David, you swore we'd be safe. David's hiss. You're done, Sarah. Michael's jaw tightened. David was framing Sarah to save himself. Lauren's Miami buyer was spooked, but Emily's roll nod. Was she loyal or a snake? Michael called Jenna Brooks, 39, a hacker from a Dunwoody tech meetup. Jenna, I'm in deep, fraud, patents threats. You in? Her voice was steel. Send the data. I'm game. By 8 a.m., Jenna was at the motel, laptop humming, Atlantic Station's neon flickering through the blinds. She traced Lauren's buyer, a shell corp, to David's offshore accounts. They're selling your patents for $10 million, Jenna said. We can tank it. Michael nodded. Do it. They flooded the buyer with fake patent filings, scaring them off. Tom's update at 10 a.m. Buyer's out. Lauren's raging. Michael's burner buzzed Sarah. Michael, I'm sorry. Can we talk? He ignored it, her voice a hollow echo. Tom's audio at noon caught David snarling. Sarah's useless. Lauren, fix this. Lauren's reply. I'm not your maid. Michael saw the fracture. David's allies were cracking. He leaked Lauren's buyer data to the SEC, pegging her as the kingpin. At 2 p.m., Tom tailed Lauren to a Buckhead high-rise, city lights pulsing below. Audio revealed her panic. The buyer's gone. Sullivan's behind it. David's growl. He's nothing. Jenna hacked David's personal email, pulling ties to the Miami Corp. Nailed him, she said, zipping it to Michael's drive. He sent it to Agent Brooks, labeled David's downfall. Then, Sarah appeared at the motel at 4 p.m., eyes swollen. Michael, I was wrong. David used me, she said, voice soft. Michael's tone was steady. You took my work, our life. She crumpled, sobbing. I'll testify against him. Michael shook his head. It's over. He called Tom to escort her out, heart heavy, recalling their first dance at Piedmont Park, now ashes. Lauren doubled down, texting his burner. Your kid's school tomorrow? Stop. Michael's blood boiled. He and Jenna traced the threat to a burner linked to Lauren's condo. Tom set a trap, feeding Lauren fake SEC chatter via a hacked server. At 7 p.m., Tom confirmed. Lauren's meeting a fixer, Atlantic Station, crowd buzzing. SEC's ready. Michael watched from a distance as agents swarmed, cuffing Lauren mid-deal, neon signs glinting off her shocked face. Her blackmail collapsed. Jenna went nuclear. She drained David's offshore accounts, routing $8 million to a dummy charity, freezing his cash. Tom's audio at 9 p.m. caught David spiraling. Lauren's gone, the money's gone. Sarah's plea. We can run. David's laugh. You're dead weight. Michael's sting had shattered them. A new lead emerged. Tom found Tim Wells, 28, a junior accountant at David's firm, leaking fraud proof. Michael met Tim at a Roswell diner, recorder on. David's been skimming for years. Tim confessed, hesitating. His guy offered me cash to stay quiet. Michael leaned in. Help me, and I'll get you protection. Tim nodded, handing over ledgers. Sarah knew. Michael sent the recording to Brooks, sealing David's fate. Emily was still loose. Tom texted. She's at Hartsfield-Jackson, boarding for Seattle. Michael let her go. Her drive had burned David, her role done. Jenna stayed, her grin sharp. You owe me bourbon, she teased, eyes catching the motel's dim light. Michael nodded, a spark of warmth in the storm. He pictured Ava's smile at her last school play, vowing to shield her and Ethan. The SEC was moving, his kids were safe, his patents locked. Tim's ledgers revealed a twist, a hidden account Sarah had opened, siphoning funds alone. Michael's heart sank. She'd played David too. He drove to a Marietta motel, mind racing, Atlanta's skyline fading. Sarah's lies cut deepest, David's arrogance was crumbling, and Lauren was done. He'd vanish one last night, letting the law crush their world, his resolve hardened by the kids he'd sworn to protect. The tracker Sarah planted, the threats, the betrayal, they fueled him. Jenna's hack was his sword, Tim's truth his shield. The game was nearly over, but Michael was steps ahead, his coder's mind plotting the final strike in the shadows of a city that no longer owned him. Michael Sullivan stood on an Austin rooftop, the city's skyline glittering under a Texas dusk, Atlanta's scars a distant memory. At 45, the tech mogul had crushed a fraud empire built on his wife Sarah's betrayal with his brother David, who'd stolen his patents for millions. The SEC had David, Sarah, and Lauren locked away, thanks to Michael's leaks, Jenna Brooks's hacking, and Tim Wells's whistleblowing. His kids, Ava and Ethan, were safe, his patents reclaimed, but 18 years of trust left echoes. Agent Brooks called at 8 a.m. David's trial wrapped, 25 years. Sarah's serving 3. Lauren's at 7. Michael nodded, the weight lifting, but Sarah's secret account, siphoning funds alone, lingered. She'd outplayed everyone. Tom retexted. Sarah's in prison. David's cellmate's a talker, rough days ahead. Michael smirked, justice served. He burned Sarah's last letter, her apologies dust, but a memory surfaced, her hand in his at Ava's first recital, now tainted. He shook it off, resolve firm. Karen Walsh met him at an Austin cafe, cedar tables gleaming. You're clear, she said. Divorce final, assets yours. Michael exhaled. Emily? Karen shrugged. Seattle, off radar. A scare had hit, a burner text. I know what you did. Jenna traced it to an intern, not Emily, sealing her arc. Michael's new life hummed. He mentored Liam, a 19-year-old coder at an Austin tech hub, his raw talent sparking memories of Michael's Marietta garage days. Integrity's your edge, Michael told Liam over coffee, sharing his ordeal's lesson, the boys' nods cementing their bond. Jenna joined, her hacks refining Liam's code, their trio a quiet force. Liam's story, scraping by, coding late, mirrored Michael's past, softening the shift from Atlanta's chaos. At 3 p.m., Ava called, voice bright. Dad, Ethan's game's tomorrow. You coming? Michael grinned. Wouldn't miss it. Their Roswell to Austin move was smooth, his kids now his core. A twist struck, Tim emailed, revealing a hidden patent David had stashed, unregistered. Michael reclaimed it, donating its value to Liam's tech scholarship, a nod to Jenna's soft jab. Jenna met him at Silker Park, sunset gilding the trails. You're late, she teased, her grin sharp. Tacos? Michael laughed. My treat. Their bond, forged in Atlanta's chaos, was unspoken but real, a new anchor easing the transition from thriller to warmth. Brooks's update came at 7 p.m. Sarah's parole hearings in a year. She's alone. Michael pictured her in a gray cell, her ambition dust. David's voicemail. I'm sorry, Mike, had been deleted, but a whisper of pity hit. He let it pass, recalling Ethan's soccer goal, Ava's stage wave. The betrayal had shattered him, but Austin rebuilt him, coder, father, mentor. Liam texted. Job's permanent. You changed my life. Michael's chest warmed, purpose solid. A few days later, Jenna found something else, a hidden message Sarah had drafted pre-arrest. In it, she admitted she still loved Michael, but had let ambition hollow her out. He read it once and archived it. Too late. Too distant. Some truths arrive as echoes, not doors. Michael didn't react. Not anymore. Instead, he poured his energy into the new life he was quietly building. Days became simpler. Mornings lighter. No ghost in his apartment, no tension behind each phone ping. He began walking to work. Not for exercise, but for rhythm. He started teaching Liam more advanced systems, sharing not just code, but wisdom. One Sunday, Ava texted a photo of Ethan mid-soccer kick, his face fierce, determined. Michael smiled. The boy had fire. And his sister? Ava was sketching her first app interface, asking Jenna for UI tips over lunch. That mattered more than any court verdict ever could. On an evening thick with Texas heat, Michael met Jenna on a downtown rooftop. She was sipping something citrusy, her hair tied back, laptop by her side as always. You're late, she teased. I brought tacos, he said, holding up a bag. She smiled. Then you're forgiven. They watched the skyline fade into stars, two survivors of different storms, sitting in stillness. No titles. No motives. Just breath and being. He didn't need vengeance anymore. He didn't need to tell the world what he'd been through. Because he'd already rebuilt it, quietly, piece by piece, with fire-tested trust, and peace he didn't beg for. The story didn't end with a trial, or a headline, or a viral clip. It ended here. With quiet. With choice. And maybe that's the sharpest twist of all. If you stayed with me till the end, thank you. If this story hit something in you, drop a comment. I read everyone. And if you want more stories like this, quiet revenge, earn peace, and minds that don't break, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell. The next one? It goes deeper. See you soon.